Hello and welcome back. This should be the first possibly tailored episode of the newly named 30 Minutes of Graphic Design. I say possibly tailored because it depends on the content. If it is tailored, be careful if you have epilepsy. I'm not sure about how flashing lights might occur, but if I speed this up and I'm doing what I normally do, where I'm changing colours and everything, it's just a precautionary thing. So, I'm back to doing what I was doing before I had to do all the visualizers, which, if you remember, was all the dragons and stuff, which is these stamps. I'm going to have done, new, and live, which means that done probably doesn't want to be read because live is obviously part of live. What I'm going to do for this, I just need to do one thing really, which is get this sort of theme onto this rabbit. So I actually tried to record this before but had absolutely no idea what I was doing, so I had to go away and look up a guide. So I found a guide on YouTube for how to shrink things. So I'm going to take this here and make it into a silhouette. So I'm going to... Now this is going to cause a little bit of a mess because this always causes a little bit of a mess because there's like 2 or 3 bits here where they overlap slightly wrong. So I've got to make sure I get all of this. I think there's another 2 over there. Let's do that. Let's grab... Yeah, there's one. I think there's one higher up as well. Yeah, there's a load of them, and they're all like in this area, so I'm just gonna... I mean, I can delete them or I can just squiggle everywhere. Whee! I need to sort this whole line thing out. That is far too many dots. Anyway, fill this in. Fully black. I know what I didn't do while I was breaking. I didn't find out how to get the swatches to work. Because I have some swatches that I defined, and I think since the last update they don't really work. I can use them for fill easy enough because I just press here and it fills it. But I can't get it to work with the stroke one. It brought it down here before. So I'm not sure why it won't show it. It's already open. There'll be... I don't know what spot colour means. But I can't seem to get the stroke to work as well, so what I'll do is I'll fill and then hope that it's somewhere in here. See, this has a few more colours, I think, because I may have picked them while I was testing things. Anyway, enough about that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do this white, red, white. So I can easily get the white and the red because I can just change these colours, but I also want to have a second one inside. Or an even smaller line in between a patch here. So what I do is I pull this out and I pull this out because I'll have to regroup them later for making sure stuff. So what the guide said was make a copy. The guide was old, so this might not work. And doing that, if you drag it to here, it copies it in the same place. There must be an easy way. I think you can paste in place. Control Shift V, okay. Rather than Control P, which just puts it somewhere else. If I copy and paste, it'll shift it. So I've got to remember V. Anyway, if I then select this and then do Object, Expand, it gives me the outline over the middle of this. So what I can then do is I can select both, and down here on Pathfinder, if I say click to minus front, it takes away the top image from the bottom image, which therefore gives me a smaller area, which at the moment should be the yellow. So if I change this fill, it's perfectly like that. But I just need to get myself another stroke. 20. Oops. I think I flipped that somehow. Make sure it's on the inside of the line. This is going to lose a point, regardless, I think. And let's just do what I did before. There. So there, it's now... This, I'm not too happy with the smoothness of this, but I accept that that is probably because of how because of this anchor. I need to come back and fix a few things on the random model to make it so, like, putting points here and making them cause the curb so that the points aren't in the corners, they're round the corners, if that makes sense. But anyway, that could be filled white. No, red. It needs to be red. This needs its fill to be white. And then it needs its stroke. I think this is the same red. Random red eyes. Which should be 100. Yeah, cool. And then if I group that together, so it's like this, and take that over here, and then figure out what the new thing is. So it's in Splash, and this buddy is a lot of 5s. Actually, they're both squares, I think, so I should be able to left and... I need to get... no, I don't need to get rid of the nose. The new one doesn't have a nose. So put that there. I'm confused. What has it done now? Ah! I just need to swap those colours around. So this needs to be white. This needs to be red, and this needs to be white. I think. Or does this need no stroke? Hold on. Is that forgotten? Everything here. Inner needs no strike, so inner needs no strike. Okay. This needs to be red. Somehow this has changed shape, I think. Oh, no, I know what it is. It's, hold on. It's select off. Yeah, I've taken off scale stroke, in fact. When it's shrunk, the scale stayed at 25 and it should have... Right, so go back to here. Scale. I don't want to scale corners, I want the corners to stay sort of the same. Let's see if that fixes it. Yeah, there we go. The order is again wrong, but it's just a case of swapping colours around. Is that been right? This one should be this. So it's not quite the same. It's not as straight and spiky, but I think that works much better. So I just need to move this to be more in line, I think. So I need a guide at the bottom of these. And I also need to be able to see my guides. Then I want this to be shrunk. Let's put it at 500. Move it down. And that is needing one more adjustment because I don't like how not central this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab both of these, group them, and then see this board. I need to how big is this rectangle? 1,000, so 500. No, put this one at 500. Put the guide. Can't be my guides. Put the guide at 500. And then, because I've got this, I know what the center of the bunny is. I think. Put it up. Is this gap the same as this gap? It's going to be the question. I don't think that's in line, really. The problem is here, the line, this line here is not line of the, so just gonna have to manually put that in place again. It'll be out by like this won't be a pixel, basically. That is, so it is aligned. It just looks a bit odd. So, what is that guide? That guide is 712 with a bit of stuff, and the bottom this is 817. Quick calculator. 817. Right. 4535. Take away 712.1. 712.3418 is 105. So the top of this, 182.54.68 plus the answer gets me a syntax error. Ah, because I wouldn't put a second full stop in my thing. So this should be about 287. If it wants to be so that's not quite the same distance, but if I move this up slightly, not quite, not fully, that should look slightly better. That to me is better in terms of alignment, so I'm going to say that is in place. I may need to spike up the lines on these. Oh, I'm going to get rid of this guy, don't really need it anymore. Have I locked them somehow? Lock the guides. Oh. How on earth have I moved whatever that is? Okay. Somehow, I've ended up putting something in the start block. Okay. I think possibly because they're really close. Anyway, don't need this one. It's this one. Here we go. Right. Pick this. Pick the stroke. If I make them spikier rather than round, hide the middle. Okay, hide the middle, then make the spikies. Bevel, spike, round. Well, I don't want round. Spiky or random beveling spiky. So I need to quickly redo that with the spike. But that shouldn't take too much, it was only a bit. Right, copy this. Control Shift V to put it in the same place. Expand. Move. 12.5. Expand. Remove. I think the spike is better. I need to do that stroke thing a little bit more. Twice more, probably. 12, 2, 4, yeah, it's 25. That, it just looks weird. We'll just go with the circly version because it looks weird if I make spikes. The line could probably do with being a bit wider, but I think that is good. I think using that would be fine. Just a big stamp. But we need to quickly change all of that colour because I said it wasn't going to be red. So what I'll do is, let's see, oh, that's the can frame done, which is a slightly different one to the eye, which I think might be slightly better because it's not as strong. Whoops. Right, anything with a line needs to have the can colour. Oh yeah, it's adding them in as I use them. That's okay then, I guess. It's not the best, but it means I can just pick it somewhere and it'll be useful. There, might make this a little grey or white. No, it's supposed to be see-through. So the reason it's supposed to be see-through, it's supposed to be a stamp on top of something. Let's keep the see-through part. This bit, yeah. I might do just the... Can I do just the main body? I can for the rabbit. I just put the fill to nothing. Which sort of ruins a bit things, so I need to actually fill that with black. Ah. This is where a slight problem happens because I would need to make this a mask all the way through. Yeah. So if I can do the done one somehow like that. Because it's a set of things. Remove the stroke. Can I turn that into... I think I can turn that into a vector. Image trace, maybe? Probably not. Object. Create outlines. That is almost what I was after, I think. So it's turned them from being text to being outlines, which actually means I can align things better. Can I? If I grab these two, I need to put like a small sliver through there. But I can, in theory, make them all black. Pull them out. If I group them, will they also form a single thing? Because otherwise it's slightly, yeah. Suppose I should also right, release this group. Let's bring this in here. Make the stroke black. Make the fill black. Then make that into a mask. What was that? What are they? Who knows? Oh, they'll be the center of the line. Or something. I think they're the center of the items. So that if that goes over something, if I grab it and move it temporarily, if I use that as a stamp, you can still see the image underneath, but you know what's going on. So that would be like stamped over something with press controls. So yeah, that is done. Haha. Half feel it should have a black outline somewhere. Oh, I know. We will do a stroke, but we'll make it a gradient. I'm pretty sure you can do that with these, yeah? Can you make a gradient of a line? Edit the gradient. Thank you for sticking through to the end of this video, and if you like what you saw and want some more, why not hit the like button, maybe subscribe, and then check out one of the videos or playlists soon popping up on the screen. Or just head over to the channel for even more options. Already subscribed? Then hit the bell icon here or on the channel and get notified when new videos go live. As well as being here, you can also find us over on Twitter and Instagram. Links are provided in the description below. But either way, it's bye for now, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.